Let's go. Get your team on the line. It's time to go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me know where you're hailing from. This is where you get to show your team. You already know my name is Ron Lashley from Barbados, aka Pit Daddy. We are going to have a fantastic call tonight. If you are seeing that your teammate, business partner, not on the call right now, now's a great time to get them on the call because we have so much information that I want to share with you, so that you can become a better person, so that you have the knowledge, so that you have the resources, the tools that can take you to the next level. So let me see who's on the call tonight. We got Barbados in the house. She Trades Barbados is in the house. You're being very specific tonight. Jamaica is in the house. What up? Seven Figure Freedom, shoutouts to you. I saw St. Martin, the chef, the real MVPs in the house tonight. Well, let's put an S on that. There are more than one. Believers. She Trades Barbados. Everything that is done here tonight, guys, is all part of the training. The training has already begun. You should already have your pens and papers. Take notes exactly of what I'm doing currently until the end of this call, because we are covering a topic from following on from last week. For those who were on the call, talking about promoting events. This is also gonna intertwine with hosting events too as well. Retire Young and Rich, shoutouts to you. So let's get it going, guys. Upcoming events. All right. Let's hear about some upcoming events. I'm going to bring on a special lady tonight. I know she wasn't 100%, but I know she wants to talk about this event that is coming up tomorrow, guys. If you haven't seen the flyer, you must have heard about it. The ladies, let me see all the ladies in the house. Drop a 3 in the chat. It's going to be a powerhouse session. I absolutely love the artwork of this flyer. Guys, hey, the ladies are taking over. I'm going to invite Denise Hines. She's well enough to be on the call right now. Just say, 3 minutes about what is going to happen tomorrow night and what you should get persons who are interested, who have never heard about the information before, right? To be on this call to receive this information that all these ladies will be sharing. Denise, are you on your call?
There is no other place that I would be, Ron. Good night. Good night. Can you hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. First of all, let me just give it back to Romario, Mr. Boom himself. He's the, the vision, I sent him my vision, and then he created this masterpiece, and I absolutely love the flyer because it says exactly who we are as women who multiply money. And even if we leave off the money, Ron, I don't even need 3 minutes. Women are innate multipliers. We know how to get it done. We were cultivated to do such. We're going to multiply money. We're going to multiply houses into homes. We're going to multiply, babies into the men and the women of this earth. We know how to get it done. So why not get yourselves in a position tomorrow online from your cell phone, laptop, wherever you are, as long as you have internet connection. Click the link, IML-Takeover.com tomorrow night at 7:59, right? Not 8 o'clock. If you come on at 8 o'clock, you're going to miss value. 7:59, click that link, and you're going to hear from some dynamic speakers, women who know how to multiply, period, all right? But tomorrow we're going to be talking about money, how you can invest in your foreign exchange market. If you're hearing my voice, you know how to invest in your foreign exchange market. So make sure you get somebody on this call with you. You get a woman on this call with you. You get a man on this call because he's familiar with some female, that needs to hear this information. It's for everybody, but you're going to be hearing from the top female traders in the takeover. So there's nothing more to be said. Be on this call tomorrow, and I cannot wait.
Absolutely. So let me see how many persons are going to be on the call. Bring a friend, bring a 2 friends, bring a 3 friend, up the lot size on friends. Let's multiply the friendship on the call tomorrow. Don't be late. We starting exactly at 8. Oh, having a fantastic night tonight. Guys, hey, if you think that's what's only going on, we have tons of things that are happening. You want to make sure, take a picture of this. If you don't have the flyer, share it with a friend, your family, make sure that they're on the call. But for YouTube guys as well, we also have Monday nights with the Trade House. Guys, come and practice. Come and learn the skill. Come and get your questions answered from these top traders that are present in the flesh here in Barbados, right? Make sure that you're at the events. Make sure that you're plugging in, right? On Friday as well, the 6-figure formula with the chairmen. You want to make sure that you're on the call learning from these persons who've been having tremendous amount of success. And also on Thursday, every single Thursday, we're talking about trading all night long. And it starts at 8 p.m. Guys, make sure that you're there to develop this skill. This vehicle is taking persons a lot of places, and you're going to see them traveling, right? Traveling to Dallas. Let me see how many persons are going to Dallas right now who are already looking at their tickets, their flight, who has their VIP ticket already put down, scan and barcode in their emails. Yes, sir. Let me see those yeses coming in. Correct. Guys, we are preparing for our grand event in Dallas. It's entitled I Am, right? I Am. You want to be there between the 13th to the 15th. And here's the reason why. There's so many other entrepreneurs in the world, right, who are coming to this event, who are going to share value. There's all the mentorship that you see on IML TV, the greatest product in the world, best channel that I've ever been sitting down watching over and over that gets me paid, right? All these mentors are coming and they're going to be sharing information. This is where you could get pictures taken. This is where you could get some questions, some quick tips on how you could become a better trader. This is where you can understand the psychology of trading as well. This is where you can see yourself before it even happened by the lifestyles of some of the mentors, right? As they share what's been going on with them over the last year. So we want to make sure that you're plugged into this event. Make sure your visa is sorted out, your passport is started up, and we are working heavily on, accommodation as we wait for the company to release that as well. Right, guys? So if you're not in the convention chat of IAM, make sure you hit up your upline, your leader, your business partner, and tell them, hey, get me in that chat, because I don't want to miss out on the details of what is going to happen at this event and what the team is going to be doing as well. So, as we're talking about investing, right, in yourself, going to this event is an investment in yourself, right? This is where you're going to accumulate some more knowledge. And for you, to those of you who would have been, on IML TV, you know that there's tons of information sharing every single night. Whether it's regular forex, whether it's crypto, whether it's even about portfolio investments and how you can, really gather all of this knowledge all in one place. We have a fantastic vehicle. We have a vehicle full with knowledge, and it's up to you to get in this vehicle, right? You got the keys, and here's the keys that you will need, right? The attitude that you come with is going to be very critical in how you receive the knowledge that is being poured out. If you come with an attitude where you know it all, believe me, you will gain nothing, because you're supposed to know it all. Right? You're already blocking your blessing when you turn up with a negative attitude. So therefore, your skill set will not be developed as well. So once you have the right attitude, you're going to receive the knowledge so that you can sharpen the skill set and develop the skill set even before it becomes a habit. And by the time you get to having it being a habit, guys, you're going to be seeing tremendous amount of growth within you. You're going to be seeing tremendous amount of improvement in yourself. Like, when it becomes a habit, you're not even going to start to notice that you don't do certain things anymore, because it becomes natural. So when we talk about mentorship, seeing where it has already been happening for others, be grateful, be happy and grateful that those persons left enough knowledge for us to develop the same skills that has been producing results for them. Right? So the key in all this cash that we're going to front you is your attitude. Everything else after that is going to start to fall in alignment. So surround yourself now in the environment where your attitude can start being adjusted. Some persons may not notice it, but when you are in the right environment, when you're being cultivated in fertile soil, your growth now starts to be multiplied rather than adding. You don't got to be tilting your soil all the time when you're in the right environment, right? You don't got to be pulling out weed all the time, distractions all the time when you're in the right environment. And let me show you some things, small things that will help you to be in the right environment, right? We're going to talk about some books, because every single one of you have this vehicle right now. But in order to understand how this vehicle functions and understand how this vehicle is going to get you from point A to point B, you need to be mentored. You need to be shown how this vehicle can turn on, right? So therefore, your first year in this industry is going to be a tough one for those who have not experience in network marketing. I'm going to let you know that up front, right? It's going to be a tough one. But here's how it can be simple for you too. By following and reading the steps that are already been happening for others who've been having success. I want you to make sure you take a picture of this book, your first year in network marketing. right? So you can start overcoming some fears that you have, so you can experience some success. And your success does not have to be a whole bottle full. It could be a teaspoon every single day, 3 times a day. And we already know how compounding works. So understand how compounding success is going to work for you. So you don't need to read the whole book in a day. You don't need to read to listen to every single audio, all at once. It's the little things that you start to change in your environment that makes the big difference in your outcome. The next book that I want to talk about, the next big and huge mentor, you call him the godfather of network marketing, because he understood, and for those who go on early, people don't see network marketing as a professional business. So he designed a book, and it's something that we're going through right now. For those who are taking notes for the last couple of weeks, we are almost wrapping up these steps. And I'm looking forward to seeing the application coming very soon, right? He shows you how you can go from knowing nothing to being an amateur to being intermediate until you are a pro in this industry. And that's the level that you want to get to. So here's a book that lays out the steps. You don't gotta go too far. You can check online, Amazon, YouTube, wherever, and get connected to this information. So make sure you take a screenshot of that as well, because this is very vital for building up your character as well, right? Being professional about your business. It's not only going to apply here, but it's going to apply to other business as well. And for those of you who want to take it even bigger, want to go big, have huge organizations. We're talking about not building a little shop house. We're talking about building an empire where you have many shop houses, right? You want to make sure that you get this book called Building an Empire by Brian Carruthers. He wrote a blueprint on how you can maximize your efforts, maximize and understand what's happening by looking at this blueprint. This blueprint now is going to show you the layout of every single block that you need to be putting down in order to have this empire. It's a very beautiful book to have. So make sure that if you don't have a gift to give to yourself this Christmas, give it to yourself. This is a gift that you should get for yourself. Invest in yourself in this one. This is going to go really far in you having huge organizations. So for those who want to go Chairman 10, you need this book. You want to go Platinum 5000, you need this book. You want to go Platinum 150, you need this book. You just started, you need this book. This is going to help you now to go forward. And we have leadership, which is very critical. If you're going to have massive organizations, you need to know how to lead them, right? So make sure you take a note of this book as well. And we have great privilege in order to have one of John C. Maxwell's students, who was able to go through this course. And being through this course has helped develop him as a leader. He was always fascinated about leadership and understanding how it works and being able to become a better leader. So he decided to invest in himself. Here's what just a tip of the iceberg investing in yourself can do for you. All right? It could get you certified. Yes, you can get paperwork. Great. That's awesome. But here's what it does for you. You have now the opportunity to impact thousands on top of thousands more when you go through investing in yourself and actually applying it. So here we have Mr. Akim Bourne talking about the I in team. And if you have never, read about this as yet, make sure that you go on the website. All right, it is free, guys. It is free, and he's always willing. I'm gonna get my autograph. He's always willing to share tips on how you can become a better leader, what leadership is really all about, what to look for and what to develop, and even where to go to even further your knowledge in leadership. So make sure if you're not contacting him already, make sure that you go on his website, make sure you get and download the book. It is for free, guys, and this can really help you in the long run, the short term, wherever, because I believe knowledge is good for you, for every single person. So don't take it for granted that we have a student of John C. Maxwell on our team. I don't take that for granted at all. I'm happy and grateful that God has allowed alignment for me to be able to be in contact with such a person. Here's why. The convention is coming up. Who's going to be at convention? Right? We have one of the biggest speakers in the world being at convention. Les Brown. All right? Let me see how many persons have never heard about Les Brown before. Drop a 2 in the chat. You have never heard about Les Brown before. All right, great. So that means everybody's heard about Les Brown. This is a major person in the public speaking world, and he would have impacted millions of persons all over the globe. He's going to be at our event. And on top of that, we have another special guest coming. His name is Bob Proctor. If you don't know who is Bob, I suggest you go and look him up on Google. All right? Because people like Jim Rohn, people like Eric Thomas, people like Les Brown himself, all those persons would have been connected to this guy named Bob Proctor at some point under his mentorship. We are in the right place at the right time to educate and empower 5,000 families across the globe. The tools and strategies to become full-time investors encourage personal growth, development through our training platforms, and successfully take over financial destinies all over the world, guys. This is our mission. I want you to take a screenshot of this. Know this mission. Be aware of it. Understand it's not about me. It's not about Mr. Bourne. It's not about Mr. Lashley, Mr. Robinson. It's about all of us. And we have the opportunity to work together as one family, as one team, and driving this huge vehicle and earn a lot of money, guys. So if you believe, I want you to type 7 in the chat. Type 7 in the chat. If you believe, type 7 in the chat. All right, great. Now remember, right? I said during the beginning that every single thing that I am talking about, every single thing that I'm doing tonight is all part of the training. The training had already started from the time you heard Les Brown came on. Last week you talked about promoting events, right? We talk about promoting events. The Takeover Tuesday call, right, is an event. It happens every single Tuesday. How we go about it makes the big difference. And if we have a full packed out line or just a few people. And every single one of us have to understand how to promote an event, how to tell our teammates, hey, you need to be on this call. This call is important. This call is vital for you. One of the first things that I did on this call was get excited. You have to be excited about your event. Remember last week I said you gotta own your event. Even if this event tomorrow is coming off, the ladies are putting on this event tomorrow, but I'm owning this event. Like if I am pulling it off too. When I'm talking to persons, I'm excited about this event. So you gotta get excited about the event when you're talking to people, when you are promoting your stuff. You're not that if you're pushing the event down person's throat, but you should hear the excitement in your voice. And this is where social media helps tremendously. You can't tell that someone is really extremely excited by posting a picture unless they're skinning their teeth or they're laughing. That emotion needs to come out. But when you hear the voice, when you hear tones of persons, it changes your mood and how you feel about an event. So when I sent out a voice note today with the flyer, how many persons, automatically was interested in hearing what's new on TTT? You could drop a 3. You could drop a 3. For those who listen, right? Something new is happening. Never heard a voice note before. Sometimes it's good to change up the game. Many of us will post pictures or post flyers every single week, that this week event is coming off, but then you only see 2 or 3 persons come on. After a while seeing one picture constantly, then people, start to ignore it. It's like you seeing a whole set of messages on your WhatsApp, those people who send around those chain stuff, immediately you start to delete those stuff. You start to press the down arrow. So in your promoting your event, don't just do it one way of promoting, just pushing a flyer out there and saying, hey, we have this happening over here. Yeah, we can talk about multiplier money, and women are going to be sharing the information. They've been having a lot of success. Does that sound exciting to you? Does that draw you to say, you need to check this out? See, one thing about humans is that they're always drawn to people who are having, a lot of fun, who are extremely happy. They always want to know more, right? So when you're promoting the event, you want to say, something that's livelier. We're going to talk about this a little bit later. We're going to bring on my business partner, my promoter in events. He's been doing a fantastic job every single time. You're going to hear from him a little bit later. But what I'm telling you is that when you go about promoting the event, be excited. Do some little short snaps, you don't necessarily have to talk about what's happening in the event, but talk about the event. Every single one of us, if you're not joining for the first time, or you're not in the company for less than 2 weeks, already have some experiences that would have impacted you. Right? It's okay to share them. People want to know how this is working for you. So along with promoting your event, drop some lines, drop some bars. If you like Mr. Bourne, you can drop some bars. But definitely, you want to make sure that the peaking of interest is there. I remember how you got piqued, right? Remember what captured your attention, so that allows you now to go there and start capturing other people's attention, because there are more of us out there. There are more people out there that are hungry and want something to eat. And we have the best food in the market. But in order for them to know that this is the best food, you gotta tell them how good it was. So here's the challenge, all right? Here's the challenge for tomorrow. You want to make sure we pack out this call tomorrow. So we want to make sure we understand how to go about doing it. We're going to post the flyer, yes, but we're also going to talk about the flyer. We're going to share some stories about the flyer. You're going to share some stories about yourself, about the information the flyer will have helped you, right? This is your challenge for tomorrow. Let me see how many persons are ready to accept this challenge. Drop a 5 in the chat. We got hundreds of persons on our social media, right? You're looking to get at least 10 persons on. You're looking to capture at least 60% of, or 60 persons are going to at least view your information or your stats on an average. And we're going to talk about online marketing as well as offline marketing. I'm going to bring on, we call him the social media boss, right? Everywhere we go, we travel, we always seen this guy doing clips. I remember one time we were in Atlanta and we were crossing the road, and when we looked back, we could not find this guy. He was in some corner doing some video. Doing some small video, to tell persons about his experience in Atlanta. I must watch this guy grew from, having half of his Facebook filled with friends to when he has to tell me, hey, boy, you're going to delete another 100 persons so that another 100 could come on. Literally, his problem now is that his Facebook is always too full. You want to learn how to make sure you're connecting, your network is actually growing. You want to pay attention to what is going to happen next. Mr. Gavin Robinson, Platinum 1000. Guys, give him some flags in the chat as we bring him on tonight to lay down the groundwork of what is going to happen on social media and how you can become better socially and even offline as well. Are you on the call, brother?
I think so. You hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Awesome, brother. Well, good night, TTT. Man, Ron, you've been dropping some bars, bro. Man, you gotta get you in the studio, Stefan. You gotta get Ron in the studio to drop a track, man. This man spitting bars every Tuesday. But thanks, bro, for the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you are in the world, man, but you gotta appreciate what Ron does every single week, bringing nothing but value. At the end of the day, I am super humbled and excited to be here tonight to share, some of what I know that I know somebody may not even know that can help you, right? It's been working for me. As Ron said, personally, man, I got to the point where I literally, exhausted my list and, was basically just trying to figure out ways of how to find prospects. But let's talk about these skills, right? These 7 skills, guys. I want somebody to put in the chat, what are these 7 skills to become a professional? Because I think people really overlook, we say every single week, the books have the material, the books have the keys. Ron said, told you guys, we got the vehicle right now, but you got the keys. Do you understand, how to get and actually push start? You know what I mean? How to get and actually turn that key to get it moving. And the keys are actually going to come from gaining the knowledge, right? With a skill, still waiting to see somebody drop. What these 7 skills. You guys been following. If you've been on this call, at Stefan, at 7-Figure Freedom, right? See, we got Keisha Garn. Shout out to Keisha. Finding prospects, inviting, presenting, following up, closing, getting people started correctly, and what Ron just spoke about, promoting. Awesome, Keisha. Imagine that, guys. Can you imagine mastering only 7 things can take you to 6 figures? That's amazing, right? That is amazing. So tonight, I'm not really going in depth. I'm just going to give you guys a quick, just a little scratch of the surface of exactly how you can actually go about, well, not really go about, but some things that you may not even be aware of. You're probably in the environment already, and you're probably now going to be more aware of how to actually be efficient in finding prospects. All right. So at the end of the day, it's a skill. You know what I mean? What is a skill though? Right? What really is a skill? A skill is just the ability to do something. So, lose all that limiting belief and the mentality of that you don't have enough friends, you don't know people, I'm an introvert, all these self-limiting beliefs that we, reinforce by telling ourselves over and over and over. We gotta cut it out, all right? Everybody can learn a new skill. We're all here learning how to trade, right? We all learn how to trade. That's a new skill. The same time, right, that it takes to put into learning, how to trade, how to cook, how to do anything, right? Because at the end of the day, a skill is the ability to do something well. So finding prospects is a skill, right? Finding prospects is a skill. And all that really means, guys, is that, the more, not only can you learn it, but the more you develop it, right? The more you nurture it, the better you're going to become. So in finding prospects, I want all of you guys to just think about, how rich people or the wealthy people really operate. I mean, I think it's Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, Robert Kiyosaki, he said, the richest people in the world, they look to build networks. Well, everyone else, they look for work. We are in network marketing. Hope you guys catch this. No, we are in network marketing. There are a lot of you out there who hiding from the world, right? You're talking about you can't find nobody. That time, if Ron or Stefan or Akeem go and speak to somebody on your Facebook, right? They never knew about Forex because you neglected to talk to them because you're probably telling yourself they may not be interested. Right? I want you guys to look at all the top leaders and successful network marketers. People in this industry, they understand the importance of making new connections, building the network and building relationships. At the end of the day, you don't want to be like, going out there on a pitch fest. Every single person in your WhatsApp jumping in our messages or in IG, just trying to pitch people. Don't go on a pitch fest. It's all about building relationships and creating value. All right. So let me just share with you guys 10 ways quickly. 10 simple ways. All right. Hope you got your pen. Hope you got your paper. 10 ways, guys, that you can go out there and find more prospects. So obviously, number one, you can start with the basic stuff. Fundamentally, your warm market. Right. Who's your warm market? All right. I want you guys to put in the chat. Give me some examples of a warm market. Persons you know, family, right? Family, close friends, co-workers. Absolutely. I love it, Kurt. That's right. All right. Yeah. Your warm market. And here's the thing, right? Everybody you know knows somebody. So, and there are also other individuals that may not be coming to mind when we usually say don't prejudge, right? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You don't want to be prejudging anybody. You don't want to end up skipping out someone and then seeing, they get started with Alan, and you can be that individual, and that individual blow up and hit 1,600 in a week. You can, wow, you know what I mean? That person could have been on my team, but I neglected to speak to them. So don't prejudge anyone, guys. All right, just remember that. If you gotta write it down, write it down. Do not prejudge anyone. And when it comes to your warm market, there's something called a memory jogger, right? There's something called a memory jogger. So basically, with a memory jogger, it's going to help you to. It has a list of professions, and basically like dentist, who's your mechanic, who's your lawyer, who's your teacher, right? And when you ask yourself all these questions, it's going to prompt you to remember certain people, right? So I hope you guys took note of that. That's the first thing. Your warm market, right? Don't prejudge anybody. And have a memory jogger. Number two, warm market referrals. Warm market referrals. Let me tell you guys a little story about myself. Right? When I obviously know that I've gone to the point where I'm sharing the business, people are already seeing what I'm doing on Facebook. They already see what I'm doing on social media, Instagram, etc. I usually sometimes say, hey, I'm working on this big project. I know you know that I do Forex. I don't think it may not be for you, but who do you know that is in real estate? Who do you know that's in insurance? Who do you know you can fill in the blank. Because here it is, right? I'm taking away from them, but at the same time, I'm saying, hey, I am working with these particular individuals. So like I said, you can fill in whatever blank. So it's just a case of you saying, hey, Gavin, or hey, Ron, you know what I mean? I don't think this is for you, bro, but, or it may not, right? It may or may not be for you. That's the line that I actually use a lot. Right? It may or may not be for you. However, I'm working on this huge financial project, and we're working with a lot of insurance agents. Just think about the people who are involved. I mean, we basically cater for everybody. Everybody learn how to multiply their money, right? As well as self-employed people, whether it's doctors. So you can fill in the blank, as I said, and then ask them for referrals. Because until last night, I had a guy who I introduced to this business back in early 2018, right? Last year. He messaged me, he's like, bro, I got this girl, but her name is such and such. She was asking me about trading, if I heard about it. And he was like, yeah, I actually know a guy who does it. And he sent me the name, right? Send me name and contact information. So some of you're going to let no stop you from getting a referral. Please don't do that, guys, right? Please don't do that. If somebody tells you no, I usually ask for a referral. Oh, you don't think it's for you? That's totally fine. Is there anyone you know right now that doesn't like their job? Is there anyone else right now that is looking for extra income? Is there anyone you know right now who would love to learn how to trade or mention trading or something along those lines? Ask for a referral, guys. So that's number two, warm market referrals, right? Number three, right? Where to find prospects. Networking events. Networking events. Right? How many of you guys heard about like Toastmasters or you got different charity events, trade shows, right? You go to these places, you network, you collect business cards. You don't necessarily go and pitch people there and then. Right? Trade shows, for example, everybody got their booth set up, right? You go around to all these different entrepreneurs displaying their products, you know what I mean? Engage in a little conversation, collect their business card. And then the next day, you say, hey, Kurt, I know you were the guy who were doing the graphics art display yesterday at, at the trade show. Remember, this is Gavin, the guy who, what I mean, was obviously based on how you would introduce yourself. So you wanna, based on engaging, because all about, remember, it's all about building relationships. So based on how you engage with that person, you then want to go back there, right? So that's another way you can get prospects, guys, right? Trade shows, networking events, charity. Get out there, see the world. Number 4, Google search your city, your country, and a professional. So, for example, if I go on Google right now and I type in, St. Lucia dentist, or, mechanic in Barbados, real estate, agent in Trinidad, in Jamaica, right? Once you do this, obviously you're going to have a whole list of different people coming up. But the reason you're doing this is because professionals, they usually understand business, right? They're not going to be thinking like an employee. They're less likely to have that employee mindset and be more open to at least hearing what you have to offer, right? So just go on Google, guys. Go on Google. Furthermore, and I mean, we in the age of technology now where you don't even have to search for people in your own country, right? I could go right now Google, dentist in Florida, dentist in Miami, dentist in Fort Lauderdale. So if you're going to, how are we going to Dallas? Here's a little tip. We're going to Dallas. How about you Google, teachers, teachers in Dallas, accountant in Dallas, anything along those lines, all right? So that's number 4. Number 5, drop cards. Who knows what's a drop card or ever use one? Type it in the chat. If you know what's a drop card or ever use one, type it in the chat. Let me know. Because drop cards are pretty cool. Drop cards they look kind of like postcards. People get really creative with the designs. Some people even have, Stefan says he does have an idea. Okay, cool. Some people actually create them looking like a dollar bill. So I want you to imagine a dollar bill, and you walking through the mall, you walking on the street, and you think that you find money, but really and truly, it's your contact information on it. Yeah, you guys can Google it. Google drop card designs, right? Drop card designs. And something that I personally use already is sticky notes. Right? Anybody on my team will tell you, oh man, shout out to the whole Wake Up Paid Empire. Sticky notes, like I would use sticky notes because there's actually I got it on a self-inking stamp, right? Self-inking stamp, and let me see, I think I just had it here, right? So basically, what this says is make $1,000 a month, right? Make $1,000 a month from your phone. Don't believe it? Don't call. That's my sticky note and my number, my contact number. Make an extra $1,000 a month from your phone. Don't believe it? Don't call, right? And that works. And the thing is, I am here telling you guys, I'm like, yo, where did I put those stickies again? Because I gotta start doing that. That worked so well for me in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like guys, you're gonna have people. This is how you can become, the hunted. People calling you instead of you trying to actively go there and look for prospects. Yeah. Is that Kurt saying? Imagine one that looks like a broken window on it. I like the vision, bro. That's it. You gotta get creative. There's so many different ways, guys. You're gonna get all types of people trickling in. So the thing about the sticky notes too, you know what I used to put them, guys? In the bathroom. Why in the bathroom? Because it's a high traffic area. You want to place this in high traffic areas. So the sticky notes, when they go to the mall, how many people pass your bathroom at a mall, right? When they go in the store, sticky note there, right? So think about that. Number 6. What's number 6 again? Oh yeah, car stickers, right? Car stickers. I know they do this a lot in the US, or even the ATM. Boom, show it to Ashley. Yes. That's another place I left it too. Putting them at the ATM. Yes. I do that a lot as well. But I used to do that a lot. I gotta start about doing that too, man. So even as I'm here sharing this with you all, right? I am here talking. I'm training myself to like saying something because a lot of these things, you know what I mean. When they got these notes, I was like, yo, I do this in a while. I gotta start by doing this, right? So yeah, shout out to Ashley there, man. ATM, right? People going for money, and they will obviously want to know about more money, right? So yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, number 6, car stickers. Car stickers. The thing about car stickers, right, is that you just want to be brief. You don't want to have a market slave compensation plan on the car, right? You just something simple. You know, people in traffic they glance across at your car, make money from your smartphone and your number, right? Or IG or whatever. Simple. You'd be surprised. That's an interest speaker right there. You know what I mean? Think about it. I saw someone and somebody posted in a Market Slave company group. Their whole car had a Market Slave decals and stuff, man. I mean, if you want to go that extreme, so be it, right? But I'm just saying, like a simple sticker, you know what I mean? Make money from home, you know, or make money with your smartphone, contact number, boom. You know what I mean? You don't want the full long details. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, right? Number 7, Kurt said bus bench. Yeah, bro. Anywhere it has high traffic, right? Whether it's the ATM, the bus bench, you know what I mean? Whether it's in Marshall, you go sponsor Roddy Car for sure, for sure. Yeah, whether it's in the bathrooms, you know what I mean? You just you're know that I'm sharing these ideas with you all. You know what I mean? Just get more creative and just be like, yo, this will be a great place. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I said, just the keys. People could just tear them off and do whatever, right? Not defacing, any area in my opinion. All right. So number 7, clothing. And if you all already know, if you think about IML gear, especially that shirt, got pips or pips pay my bills, right? T-shirts. You stand inside the bike line, somebody looks back, you go on, pips pay my bills. What are pips? Interest peaked, right? Or you get creative, do your own custom T-shirts, and have something at the front that's going to pique somebody's interest, right? I make money from my phone daily. Ask me how, right? I make money daily from my phone. Ask me how. I get paid in my sleep. Ask me how, right? But here's the key thing about this, guys. All right, here's the key thing about this. Be prepared to have a question ready basically have a follow-up question, because you don't want to be stuck, right? You don't want to be you know what I mean? You want to be prepared. See this happening in advance from the time you put on that shirt, whatever shirt it is that's going to pique somebody's interest. You're going to buy. You know what I mean? You buying food, whatever. Somebody sees it and be like, pips? What are pips? Have your comeback question ready, right? And then obviously you peeking them. You ask them just to collect information, exchange information there. I mean, or obviously it depends on the situation. If you're in the waiting room at a doctor or something, then yeah, you can go in brief details. But the whole idea is to peak interest, collect information, be in a hurry, and boom, keep it moving. Right? So the clothing. Number 8. When I saw this one, I was like, yo, and I actually tried it. I called a few of them. This is realtor signs. Yeah, number 8 is realtor signs. Real estate agents. And the reason why you might hear me talking about real estate agents, because these guys know what it's the hustle. They know what the grind. They know what it is to go up there and to be actively looking for prospects to purchase houses. So they know what it takes. They're always networking. They're always networking, guys. Right? But if you're driving past, homes, and they have, contact this agent, contact them, take their number. Take their number. Hey, Kurt, I saw your sign. I was curious. Do you keep your options open when it comes to, making money outside of real estate? It's either yes or no. Somebody might say, depends, right? Depends on what it is, right? So when you're driving past real estate signs, jot down a few numbers, and yeah, just keep it moving, right? And what number are we to now? But number two, guys, let's see who's paying attention, who falls asleep. Number 8, right? So that was number 8. Awesome. Thanks, BJ. Number 9 now, parking lots. Parking lots. What do I mean by parking lots? This is where, here Ron talked about it earlier, guys. You gotta get out your comfort zone. You gotta go out there and do something different. You gotta grow through that fear. So in parking lots, what I'm talking about is basically, you can have, there's 2 ways you can go about it, right? I think Chairman 100, Austin Goss, he talked about, when he first started this company, he used to go and sit down in Starbucks, had a flip chart, right? Had the presentation printed out, or have it on his phone, or have it a laptop. And basically, when people come in, you engage them. So why I say that is to basically say, like, print out the presentation, create your own flip chart, and you could go in a parking lot. And the same way how people, I don't know if you do it where you do it, but here in Barbados, persons will walk around and kind of like to get donations and so on. So one of the things you can do is either pique their interest and collect information and keep it moving, or if you got time to, share the information with somebody, you got a quick flip chart you can use. And another tactic that I use, actually, I first used this when I went to St. Lucia, right? A questionnaire. You create a questionnaire. Nothing too long, right? Because here's the thing, right? Create a questionnaire, probably about 2 or 3 questions, and you walk up to a few strangers, smile, introduce yourself. You know what I mean? Hi, my name is Gavin Robinson. I'm working with a group of investors, who are educating people on how to, make money in the largest financial market. Have you ever heard about Forex before? Or do you mind if I ask you 2 questions, right? So however you phrase it, but myself, and I think Ron was with me. I did this in St. Lucia, and just random strangers, guys, collected so many names and numbers that day. You know what I mean? So if the person said, "Hey, you ever heard about Forex before? Does it sound like something that you'd be interested in learning about?" Yes. Anybody said yes, so let me get your contact information, right? Let me get your contact information, collected the information, and then just reach out to them the next day, right? So that's a pretty cool way to get out your comfort zone. And if you want to do it as a group, if you're not, confident enough to do it by yourself yet, how about you and somebody else go and say, "Hey, let's hit the mall." You know what I mean? Just, let's go somewhere in public, hit the streets, do something that just to switch it up every now and again, right? And number 10, drum roll, the biggest of them all, social media. All right, social media. Social media. Not too eerie. Gaskin says, a nice welcome smell. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, and it will go hand in hand too. No, that I think about if you have on a shirt, right? If you got a shirt, if you got on like branded shirt. So you guys that, if your team in Jamaica and St. Martin, I know St. Martin do it a lot. Everybody wear the team shirts or whatever, right? Branded shirts. And imagine all you guys maybe at a fair or a party event, I don't know, wherever, right? Someplace with a crowd, with a big crowd where you can actually interact with people, collect information, keep it moving. Funny enough, my mother actually is an insurance agent, and she went to Raleigh. There was a rally here in Barbados a few weeks ago, and that was actually an exercise people in her agency were doing. They went to Raleigh, interact with with all these spectators, collected information, giving them a brief synopsis about insurance, and yeah, you know what I mean, more prospects. So like I said, it's just to get out there, do something different, grow. Like I said, if you don't want to do it by yourself, go out there with with some other of your business partners. All right. So like I said, number 10, social media. Last one. No, social media. That's gonna call for me to do something else another night, but I just want to briefly just give you guys a quick breakdown. All right, let's talk about Instagram. Instagram is, rapidly growing. The thing about Instagram is that, this is Jamie the saying, social is very powerful, go into everything there and trade on their own. To sponsor us. Christian Dylan does. Show the Jimmy out in St. Lucia, man. Yeah, social media for sure. Because gone are the days, you know, imagine people doing network marketing back in, you know, the 80s, man. They were doing probably more doing door to door and only going around the neighborhoods, etc. But no, we can literally just take up our smartphone and connect with people in the other side of the world, Africa, Europe, you know what I mean? Here in the Caribbean, different countries. This is how we all building our network. So if you feel like, hey, I exhausted everyone, you know, on my list, which usually isn't the case, right? Instagram, let's talk about Instagram. So Instagram, one of the things you could do on Instagram is search relevant hashtags. I think Juju touched on this last week when Ron had him on, right? So let's say, for example, obviously you're in the space of looking for entrepreneurial minded people. You're in the space of looking for people talking about investing, cryptocurrency. So you can literally just go on Instagram, search, right, for entrepreneurs, search for Forex, search for, you know, anything related and just search for the hashtags. Furthermore, you can even follow the hashtag, you know, what I mean, if you want to do that, right? But once you search the hashtag, you would then obviously come across different profiles. Me personally, what I would tend to do is, you know, go on a person's profile, see, you know, see how their profile is set up, and then, you know, basically like a few of their pictures, drop a comment, and be genuine about it too, guys. Don't just be like, you know what I mean? Like, don't want someone spam me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you drop a comment or anything, just you don't want someone spam me. You know, me personally, I can always tell when somebody drop a spammy comment on my post on Instagram. I just literally just delete it. I mean, straight and keep it moving. So be genuine. Look at the couple pictures. If you do 2 or 3 of these a day, I'm telling you, man, you know, engage with some of these people. Hey, speaking about engaging, actually following pages, right? Let's say you go for example, Eric Worre page. You know, Eric Worre is, you know, as Ron said, Godfather Network Marketing. You go on Eric Worre's page, you see people actively commenting. You know what I mean? You go and like a few people comments or reply to it and go to their profile. You know what I mean? Like a few of their pictures. Naturally, you know what's going to happen. What do you do? I want you to think about what you do when you see somebody you don't know like your picture on Instagram, right? You immediately be like, hey, who's this? You go and look at their profile. So it's the same thing. If you're looking to actually pique people's interest, if folks saying anything, that's one of the ways you can do it, right? That's one of the ways you can do it. Just liking a few pictures, dropping a comment here and there, right? You want to give, just giving value freely, and people are going to come back to you at a reciprocity, right? You give, you give, you give, you give, and then you're going to get, right? So searching hashtags, following like-minded pages, and another thing too we could do is look at the followers, right? So let's say, for example, if I go on a Grant Cardone page, right? Grant Cardone, and then I go and look at his followers. And then obviously from his followers, you can then go into these people's profiles. Look at their profiles. If they look like somebody you'll be willing to work with, is you know, say, hey, realize you've been following Grant Cardone. How long were you listening to his material? How long were you following him? You know what I mean? Simple question like that. Because remember, it's all about relationships. You don't want to just be spamming and say, hey, come and look at my business opportunity. Hey, come and learn Forex. Hey, come and learn how to multiply money, right? So I hope you guys really, really taking note of this information, because this is what has allowed me to, as Ron told y'all, every single week I'm looking to delete people. I mean, how my friends list is almost a whole new, pending friends list is almost a whole new friends list altogether. So like, and I started out, and I never forget when I started this Facebook social media journey, I probably had about, I think no, like probably 800 to less than 1,000 though, less than 1,000. And now I have over 4,000 or something. Every single way I try to clean them out. One of the ways I keep up with that is I would, you know, every single day Facebook would tell you about whose birthday it is. If I go through and realize, you know, you're not someone who's added value to me, or, you know, we haven't spoken in a while or whatever, I would probably reconnect or, you know, delete you. So, yeah. All right. So another thing on Instagram is video content, right? Video content, and leveraging video content to do same thing what Jimmy's talking about, sponsor. That's paid marketing. So if you got a couple extra dollars, you want to invest in your brand, invest in yourself, you know what I mean? Spend a little $5 with Facebook, spend a little $10, you know, and you can specifically target different, you know, countries. So it doesn't necessarily have to be yours. You know, this is exactly how many of, you know, the persons that I have been building a relationship with and connected with in this business, you know, they found me. So like I said, after I realized, all right, everybody in my circle know what I'm doing. What am I going to do next? Outside of those offline methods I just told you, Instagram and Facebook, I've been leveraging a lot. And the thing about Instagram is that I mean, it's so vast, guys. I mean, it's so vast. So you can never run out of people to talk to. I mean, if you just got to set aside every single day to intentionally reach out to whether it's 2 people, 3 people, 5 people. If you talk to 3 people every single day, how many is that by the end of the month? 3 people. I want somebody to put that number. If you intentionally reach out to 3 people every single day, how many is that by the end of the month? Who's good with math? Never enough. 3 people, guys. 3 people. I was like, yeah, 90. That's 90 new relationships you are building, right? And I think the problem lies is because we believe when we reach out to somebody to connect with them or share information with them, they're supposed to immediately start. No, it's a process. If you connect with somebody, guess what? The next thing they're going to come and do is look to see what's happening on your page. Which, by the way, guys, if you have your page looking spammy, if you have your page looking like, you know, IML, or if your last 5 to 10 posts just talking about IML and, you know, make and Forex, change up your approach right now, right? Make it more about you. You are your brand, right? You are bigger than iMarket's life. People want to know about you, right? People want to know about you. People know. Look at Romario. So you learned that the hard way. Yeah. Right? Nothing is wrong with promoting the company. Nothing is wrong with promoting, you know, what you believe in. I mean, well, you know, Forrest and Sarah, but what about you, man? What about you? I mean, so one of the things I like to do, I like to use, you know, whether it's lifestyle posts, inspirational posts, something funny, you know, we got stories as well, right? Obviously, and then something business. You can mix this up every single day. Don't let me come on your profile right now, guys. If I go on your stories right now, and people love to know about you, so show them. Yeah, absolutely. Tommy Times, YouTuber, right? Show it to Tommy Times, man. Absolutely, right? People want to know about you and what you got going on. You might feel like, man, my life boring, but let me tell you guys, right? It's all about documenting your journey. If you in the academy, right, take a picture or tell people this is what you're learning. Or you gotta meet up. You know, I'm about to meet up with some people. You know, you're out with your family, take a little picture, snap here and there. Ladies, I know y'all love to do those selfies with the duck face. You know what I mean? So like switch it up. Post something. People want to see you, man. You should every single day you should at least be striving for at least 3 posts. Right? Strive for at least 3 posts, guys. Something inspirational, lifestyle, something revolving around your life, whether it's you at work, nothing dull and negative, right? Refrain from all negativity. You know, if somebody complaining at work and blah blah, don't you really want that energy. You know what I mean? Whatever you put out there, you're gonna get back to you. Right? But yeah, for sure. And that's IG, leveraging hashtags. Even when you post into on Instagram, I would say strike for at least 10 hashtags, right? Whether it's related to your post. It gotta be congruent to your post. So don't go on Instagram right now and you at the beach and let me see. Oh, that's really extreme. All right, let me take that back. Let me say you could put up a family picture, right? You put up a family picture, it's you and your family chilling, and you got something along the lines of you should be trading, right? Unless the caption has something along the lines of talking about, you know what I mean, you have been able to use Forex to buy dinner for your family, or purchase tickets or help somebody get a debt, whatever, right? Something along those lines. But you want something, whatever it is you post about. The point I'm trying to get across is let your hashtags be congruent with what the content that you're putting up, right? The content you're putting up. Strive to get at least 10, right? 10 related by this, especially if you're using your country hashtags is one as well. People always searching, Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Barbados, etc. And then, and the type of person you want to attract to, right? So the hashtags that you're using is actually going to attract certain types of individuals. So whether it's motivational quotes, there's some people who literally every single day, they're going, they search hashtags, you know what I mean? Because like inspirational quotes, quote of the day, Insta quotes, whatever, right? So just think about who the type of audience you're trying to attract, right? The next thing I want to touch on is basically YouTube. I think YouTube speaks for itself. It's all about video. They say a picture, it's 1,000 words, man. But video is next level stuff, man. Maybe I should. Tommy, I can call Tommy impromptu. Tommy, if you don't mind, come on and just talk about how we can leverage YouTube. Because if you guys not subscribed to Tammy's channel, she's one of the biggest YouTube influencers in Barbados right now, killing the game. If you don't mind jumping on, just sharing like some quick YouTube tips, Tams, if you're free, you can let me know. But YouTube, guys, is I know they say people more fear speaking on video than they fear death, which is crazy, right?
You can hear
But
me, Gavin?
awesome. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man.
All right. Good night, everybody. Just a quick backstory of why I started YouTube. I was not in a market slave as I was not doing network marketing. I actually never did network marketing before, but I had a love for cameras. I always loved cameras. I owned 2 cameras, but I didn't know how to use them. I just know that I loved cameras and I wanted to own some. When I was thinking about what I wanted to do, because a few years have passed of me owning the camera, and I was like, I gotta do something with these, but I don't want to be the person behind the camera. I want to be in front of the camera. I came up with YouTube. At the time, I was watching a lot of YouTubers, and I just enjoyed, seeing people's lifestyle. But whether they're super rich, whether they're like, doing charity work, whatever the case may be, I just enjoyed watching these people for entertainment. I actually enjoyed it more than watching television, right? So I decided that I am gonna do YouTube, and I did a whole bunch of research. Now this is just me, but not saying that you have to do what I exactly did. Just start. The hardest part is just starting. But me, I am literally a perfectionist when it comes to putting content out there, and I wanted to have the best quality as I could afford, right? So I went on YouTube and I watched countless hours of information about how to start a YouTube channel, how to have good quality videos. And I found like I have to have good lighting, good mics. Well, I started off good because I had a good quality camera, right? I owned a Nikon 5200, so that was off the table. I just had to get a better mic, lighting, all that stuff. So I did that. I ordered that stuff, and then I started watching more videos on how to edit, right? And that took me a little longer because this is a whole new skill set that I had to learn. Now, for me personally, all that stuff, finding the best way to put out content and how to edit videos, that type of stuff, that was the hardest part because all that stuff I had to learn and I had to purchase. Having a personality is like second nature to me. That's just the person that I am. And creating content, I didn't have to think too hard on, if I had to change my personality to be in front of the camera, what I want to do, if I should laugh here around. No, I didn't have to do all that. You just have to literally be yourself, because people like when you're authentic. People sense when, it's fake, because they watch you. Literally, they're watching you, like picking you apart as they watch these videos. So me getting in front of the camera, even though like I am pretty comfortable, being in front of the camera. I know my sense of humor. I think I'm a pretty funny person. That was easy. But literally before I started, I literally made like 5 videos. I filmed 5 videos before I started posting on my YouTube channel. I started promoting that I started a YouTube channel even before I posted content, because I wanted an audience there so that when I started, they would be there to watch, right? But a few weeks before I started actually posting, I was afraid. Literally, I was afraid to post this content because I started to think of what would people say, not that I was thinking that my content was bad, because what I also did is what I searched YouTube for what was trending. So I did a lot of trending challenges. I did a prank. I did a lot. I honestly knew that the content would have been good, but I started to think about all the negativity that could have came when I put myself in front of the audience, that whoever audience is about to come and start watching me. I was afraid, and it was literally about to back out of doing all of that because I didn't want to be judged. But then, Rico, my boyfriend, he had to tell me, like, if I'm afraid of what people would think, I would never have myself out there. But think about the people that would want to see me. Think about the people that would enjoy my content, and then I had to remind myself of the reason why I started YouTube in the beginning, because of me wanting to put myself out there. So it's not about who is watching and what they will say. People are always going to hate, regardless you're doing good or bad. People are going to hate. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there. If you believe, if you let me look at some names here. If you Anika, if you Ashley, if you Deborah, and if you Eric, if you believe that whatever you are doing is well done, then whatever else somebody is thinking is irrelevant. So once I had that in my mind, I was like putting my videos out here. And when I posted my first video was a prank, right? My first video was a prank. I pranked my best friend, a song lyric prank, whatever it was. And it was a hit. The first video, no, actually, sorry, that wasn't my first video. My first video was me introducing myself. And I spent so much time editing that video, and the video was so clean. Literally, people that did not know me thought that I was not Barbadian. So immediately I got a whole bunch of audience, because for some fickle reason, they just like love to support other people outside of Barbados. So immediately I started to get a lot of attention because of the quality of my videos, because of how I, put myself out there from my first video. The second video was the prank, and that even brought my subscribers up a lot more, because the content was good, the quality was good, the audio was good, it was funny, everything about it was good. And I started to get a lot more following. My subscribers went up, my following went up on Instagram, and I had an audience. And I committed to posting, I think it was once a week. I tried to post once a week. Consistency is key as well. Once you can have, content being put out there every day or every other day for YouTube purposes, once a week, even once a week is, for me right now, has become a little challenging, being that there's so little to do in Barbados, so content isn't always presenting itself. But you want to be consistent. Even if you aren't posting as often on YouTube, you definitely want to be consistent on Instagram. But for me personally, putting myself out there, I do not regret it. People see me, show me, people hate. I literally met people that I absolutely never met in my life, and they hated on me for whatever reason they saw from my YouTube, from my Instagram. Like, it's crazy. And to think that, people just judge you from what you put out there. But you know what? Good or whether you do good or bad, they're gonna watch, and they're gonna continue to watch until one day they say, let me ask this girl how she did it. And when they come, I'm gonna tell them how. Right? So, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to create content. Like Gavin said, go and put up a flyer somewhere, go to some random event that you see posted, invest in yourself. If I didn't decide to invest in, a proper mic, lighting, learning a skill, because I didn't have to invest money in learning to edit my YouTube videos, but I had to invest time. And with that time invested, I learned a new skill, and that way I could put up content every week and not have to worry about, oh, I don't know how to have this special effect. Information is out there, and it's out there for people that want to find it, right? So put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. Get somebody else in your team, or even if you don't have a team yet, you know, send a message in the group, see who else is interested, go out there, you know, just put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Come to the meetings at least once a week. Put yourself in the environment. I promise you, because that is key. Putting yourself in the environment is gonna help your growth exponentially. Putting yourself around persons like myself, Gavin, Stefan, Akin, Kai, Denise, everybody, Romario, all the leaders that you know are usually the voices that you hear. If you put yourself around these persons at least once a week, I tell you that you are gonna start to believe in yourself in ways that you never believed in yourself before. That's pretty much it for me, Gavin. Right back at ya.
Lovely, man. Love it, Tommy Times. Guys, you heard it from one of the realest and one of the best in the game when it comes to YouTube, Tommy Times. You know, and if you didn't take away anything, I want you to write this down. Be yourself, right? Authenticity. Be yourself, right? And the good thing is, right, even though Tommy, yes, she says she's a perfectionist, you know, she made sure she had, you know, the perfect camera, the good quality, and so on. What I want to tell you guys is start somewhere, right? Because what I love about this whole thing, it's a journey. I think Curry just mentioned it's a marathon, right? It's a marathon. So people are going to see the progress. So despite what camera access you have right now, despite you might be saying, man, the phone quality is really bad, unless it's to the point, you know, where you can make it who you are, right? Start somewhere. Start somewhere. If you don't want to record a full video yet, you can warm up by simply doing some Instagram stories, right? You can warm up by simply doing some WhatsApp stories, right? Instead of posting pictures all the time, how about I tell my team this? So, billionaire Jordan, she needs to know this very well, right? Instead of posting pictures all the time or quotes, how about you, instead of posting the actual text, right? Get on video and talk about it, right? So let's say I see a quote that says, you know, like your why has to be bigger than, you know, your excuses, right? Instead of typing it up, why not do a short video, right? Short video. But actually talking about going live, but yeah, that's not that's not stuff. We talking about baby steps here, Ash. We talking about baby steps here, right? But yeah, definitely Facebook lives. If you any of you guys connected to me on Facebook, y'all already know. I try to go live at least once a week, right? But if you want to try to get out there, you know what I mean, take the baby steps, man. You know what I mean? Do the little Instagram stories, like 15 seconds. Come on. You could, if you want to rehearse it, like, yo, okay, what are you gonna say here right now? What are you gonna say here right now? You can repeat, you know, you can practice as stories, right? So, and then warm up into doing full-blown videos, right? So yeah, so don't worry too much about being perfect. You know, just be yourself. People are gonna get it. And the more you do it, you know what I mean, it's gonna become better. Same way as this same skill we're talking about, right? Finding prospects is a skill. Remember, guys, I gave you all the definition of a skill, right? A skill is the ability to do something well. And if you never did the video, you know what I mean? One of the things I always encourage a lot of my leaders is to do a 7-day video challenge. Every single day, you do a video challenge, right? You do a video and have people at the end of it telling people come back. You know what I mean? So yeah, thanks for watching today. Leave a comment. Let me know if you agree with what I said. You know what I mean? Stay tuned for tomorrow, right? And that's going to build up your confidence. You'll be so surprised when people start to say, man, especially if it's something inspirational, motivation, people will be like, yo, I needed this today. Or, yo, the time is so perfect for this. You know what I mean? So, like, put yourself out there, guys. Start hiding from the world. And one of the last things I really want to touch on is leveraging, I was talking about Instagram pages, but also Facebook pages as well, right? So, at work, for example, if you go on at Rory's Network Marketing Pro page on Facebook, and just drop a comment. I can guarantee this is something that I used to do a lot. Since obviously since in my store I ease up on a lot of these things, but I can start by doing a lot of these things not to get some new faces and fresh relationships built. But just dropping comments on certain content. Let's say everybody puts up something today about you know, how many prospects did you enroll today? Or, you know, what's your why for starting network marketing? And people dropping comments or whatever. If you go and comment, you'll be so surprised how many friend requests you get. Right? Why? Because his page has thousands of people and they understand network marketing. Right? They understand network marketing. So this is more like a targeted audience. So when you connect with this person, right, they send you a friend request, and some of you guys, y'all screening people. I understand the whole screening process, but remember, guys, you're in network marketing. You're trying to build a network. So don't delete all the friend requests. Ladies, I know you got some guys who might be trying to hit on you, but you hold the key. You can leverage that. I mean, if it was a fine lady, I tell you, all right, no, man, I'd be killing the game. I'll be killing the game, man. Every day you always see me with my makeup on. Heels. All right, then step on. Look, see, you know, the heels on. You know what I mean? Stepping out. I mean, walking out, man. I'll be walking out. Right? But anyhow, the beach. You know what I mean? Good. I mean, like, yo. Anyhow, but ladies, what I'm trying to say is that y'all in control, right? If a guy takes it too far, you know, be rude and disrespectful, I mean, block and delete him. But what if you can leverage, you know what I mean, all these people trying to add you, you know, obviously has more eyes on it. Somebody in that circle, somebody in that group, guess what? They actually may be interested in learning more, especially when they see that you're somebody who's serious about business. You're like, yo, you're inspiring, Marissa. I mean, I love how you know what I mean, you carry yourself. You know what I mean? I see you're somebody who's strictly about, you know, you're about business, you're about making money. That's the type of girl that like to make come with a line like that. That's the type of girl that like. But then if you got a boyfriend, yeah, you can put them in the place. You say, look, I ain't really about a relationship right now. I'm about building an empire. Are you interested in making money with me or what? You know what I mean? So how do you bring it across? Not saying you're gonna come across like that, right? And so you're gonna come across like that. But you guys get the gist of it, right? And lastly, Facebook groups. The thing about Facebook groups is that you can go and join work from home groups. I actually joined one recently, work from home in Jamaica. So one of the things you can do is that when you go into these work from home groups, you're going to see a lot of people posting all types of different opportunities. And one of the tactics I use is kind of like a reverse engineering, a reverse psychology thing. So like, let's say Deborah posts, you know, come on, you know, drink this tea and lose 20 pounds tomorrow, right? I comment on her post, say, wow, does this really work? You know what's gonna happen? Deborah's gonna fly into my inbox, right? She's gonna fly in my inbox like, yes, this really works. Send me a friend request, might even send me a friend request, and then start to want to pitch me or whatever. But the key thing here is for you to have posture, because people are gonna come at you with all types of different opportunities and tell you, you know, to make it seem like theirs is better than iMarket's like, right? It's for you to have posture and know that, all right, you know, you are in the business of networking people, you know what I mean? Just build relationships. And, you know, before you know it, you know, you're going to have a bunch of people who actually understand what it is you do. And over time, you know what I mean, you're going to have some individuals coming across from, you know, different countries of the world, you know what I mean, just buying into what it is you do. And that's why you can't post this week and then we don't see you for the rest of the week, right? You can't post tomorrow and then you're like, yo, I love that video you did yesterday. And then we don't see Deidre for the next 3 weeks, you know what I mean? Or you put some stories and you see now there's some people who literally gonna become like fans. They're literally just gonna come to your page or come to your stories just to see what you post, to feel inspired. Because at the end of the day, remember, as a leader, you're putting value there to attract people, you know. You're becoming the hunted, right? You're becoming the hunted. And speaking about leveraging Facebook groups, guys, I actually want to introduce one of my upcoming leaders, man. Probably this guy really stepping up finally. I've been pushing him to do videos and get out there too. And he shared something on our team call last night, you know, how he's been leveraging groups. Roger Richards from Grenada. He's actually from Grenada, but living in Texas right now. Roger, you on the call, bro? I just want you to come on and just share with everybody, you know what I mean, how you have been using Facebook groups to get prospects. Really quick.
Yes, I'm here. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, man. Take it away, bro. The floor is yours.
Well, I just want to share, just based on what Gavin was talking about just a minute ago, his last point. basically, posting in Facebook groups. I've joined a couple of groups, and I've been posting in those groups. And one of my last posts was where I got most of my response. Well, the most response. Basically, it was one of Dean's groups, and I posted in that group. I was like, "Hey guys, I'm looking to connect with a few people to work on a project that can be very profitable. Come and connect for more info." And from that one post, I was able to get 100 new prospects to actually connect with. So posting in these groups can actually help you in a way that if you run out of people to talk to, you're able to be able to get some extra prospects, so you can have and these people that I actually got in contact with is not where sometimes you might go on social media and try to connect with new people and build a relationship and everything. No, they actually know that it's a project, it's something business wise because of the group they're posting, and they're looking for information about a business. So they came straight, like, I will like the post to know, well, all right, look, I already messaged that person. Get into their messages, send them a message, thank them for liking the post and everything like that, and they will respond and want to know what the project is about, and I can go ahead and share with them, and get them to see the videos and stuff like that. So that was a great way. I was able to get exactly 100 new persons to talk to from that one post. All right, Gavin.
Sheesh. 100. I mean, like, how many of y'all would love 100 new people to talk to right now? Take me. Take me in the chat. If you would love 100 new people to talk to right now about markets like that, interested. You know what I mean? Guys, social media, right? Got people at our fingertips. Just gotta, get creative. Get out there. Join different networking groups, entrepreneurial groups. Think about the like-minded individuals and not just random groups, guys, right? Not just random groups, but like-minded groups. Groups where you're gonna find people, that understand business. And that's why I say, like, when you hang out on pages like Network Marketing Pro, like Eric Worre, Brian Carruthers, Ray Higdon, he's another industry leader as well. You know what I mean? When you hang out on these different pages, there are people from, companies all across the world. Don't forget, the network marketing space is vast. America is only one company, guys. Over 167 billion is there in the network market. So this industry is huge. And there are a lot of people, and this is the thing, right? When you build these relationships, you'll be so surprised that there are people who are going to connect with you who may be in a company right now. And unfortunately, something may happen to that company. And guess what? Because you've been so, you've been engaging with them, because you've been so, basically build that rapport with them, right? And they see the value that you've been adding daily or every single week, they're going to be inclined to say, hey, something happened with my company, man. I see what you've been doing. I love how you've been helping your team. I love what you've been doing online. How can I be a part of this movement? You know what I mean? So all about relationships, guys. That's it for me tonight. If you guys remember the 10, it's one market, two, one market referrals, three, networking events, four, Google, basically Googling your city, your country, plus a professional. Number five is drop cards. Number six, car stickers. Number seven, clothing. Number eight, realtor signs. Number nine, parking lots. And 10, of course, social media. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention too, because obviously everybody uses different forms of social media. There's obviously the most popular, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but there's also Twitter. I don't know how many of you actually use Twitter. You can do Twitter searches and so on as well. And LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn is actually one where, I read, I think it's Forbes, some business magazine, some business article though, they were saying like the average income, right, on LinkedIn is $100,000 a year, 100K. So people on LinkedIn got money. People on LinkedIn got money, right? People on LinkedIn got money, guys. So, yeah, Get out there, network, do something different. Me personally too, I actually had that on my list to do, to jump back on LinkedIn. I haven't been on there in ages, but you know what I mean? Get on there, network with people who got money, network with like-minded individuals, and start hiding from the world, man. Start hiding from the world. We can all learn this skill. You know, it's basically you moving from unconscious incompetent to becoming unconscious competent. That's when you're doing it basically second nature. You're just going out there. You like Akeem and Kai. See okay? So Kai and Akeem just be like, yo, and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling. It comes, you know, it just comes easy. That's the process of learning any skill, even though we're trading too, guys. Right? When you first start, that's the process of learning. When you first start, you're unconscious and competent. When you not unaware, right? You're totally unaware. But then, you know, you go through the process, you know, you make the mistakes, etc., etc. Then you grow, become unconscious, competent, where you just do it naturally, like a habit, man. So that's it, man. Get out there, meet new people, get creative, stay in touch with individuals, build relationships, and provide enough value for people, man. You know what I mean? They're gonna come to you. So that's it. I don't know if any of the leaders want to take over. Ron, Mr. Bourne, if you're on the line, you want to say anything? Mr. Lashley, before we close out. If you guys got any questions, you can put it in the chat. Specific. Not connected to me, you can follow me on Instagram, Gavin W. Robinson. Search me on Facebook, Gavin Robinson. All right. Ashley said, thanks for tips. No problem, man. So just take the tips and keep them in your notebook, you know. Guys, you definitely wanna what's Tommy's YouTube? Tommy Times with 4 Z's. Tommy Times with 4 Z's. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to close out the call. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Keep fighting hard for your dream. Don't give up. Lose the opinions of what other people think. Believe in yourself. That'll be great. Good night.